Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. For today's Fragrance Friday review, I will be unboxing and sharing my first impressions of the brand new Valentino Voce Viva. This is the Eau de Parfum, and this was sent to me complimentary after attending a virtual training with Sephora. But I haven't had a chance to smell it yet. I wanted to save the first sniff so we could do it together. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm so happy you found me. This is our Pink Sparkly Bubble on YouTube, where we talk about luxury, beauty, fragrance, fashion, everything glam. So if that sounds good to you, join our community by subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. I want to begin by reading a basic description and the inspiration behind the fragrance, and then we will save the notes until after we've had the chance to unbox. Voce Viva is an ode to Valentino's femininity, meant to be personal and intimate, drawing a parallel between the sound of your voice and the scent of your fragrance. I think that's really beautiful, but it tells me that you might have to be pretty close to somebody to pick up the fragrance. It makes perfect sense why they chose Lady Gaga to be the face of the campaign, since she has such an incredible voice. And in the campaign photos, she looks beautiful, very soft, almost angelic, but strong at the same time. She's wearing that bold red, which of course matches the exterior packaging of the fragrance. Based on the description, I'm very interested. This 1 ounce bottle retails for $75. There's a 1.7 ounce for $100, a 3.4 ounce bottle for $130, and there's a travel size for $30. It's a 10 milliliter. Let's go ahead and open it up. I'm gonna take off the cellophane. That's pretty. Wow, it goes in on this side. I did not expect that. How beautiful. I say that as I get my fingerprints all over it, but this bottle is stunning. When I first saw photos, I thought it looked really similar to the Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrance bottles. But now that I see it in person and I see what they mean, how it's indented like this, it looks like a giant rock stud, which is perfect, right on brand for Valentino. And I love the top. The little cap has little rock studs and then the red accents. Still kind of reminds me of Baccarat Rouge 540, but it is different. It makes it really easy to hold. I know this might sound ridiculous, but I'm blown away by this bottle. Based on the photos, I thought it was just going to be kind of simple. Something we've seen before from other brands, but it's not. It is very unique. I think it looks very classic. This is the type of fragrance bottle that I love to display because it's clean, chic, it just looks really elegant. It looks like luxury fragrance. Little detail right there, do you see the Valentino logo right on the top and on the inside of the cap? Alright, first spray, here we go. The training I did with Sephora was completely virtual. They talked about the notes and inspiration, but I still have no idea what this fragrance smells like. So let's see. Nice fine mist. Mmm. It's really nice, but it reminds me so much of Donna from Valentino. And I don't have that fragrance here, or else I could spray it on a blotter card and compare the two side by side. I wish I did have it. It's really nice. First impression is that it is definitely evening appropriate. I could see this for fall, winter. This would not be my everyday fragrance. There's nothing really light and playful. It's more deep, moody, very sexy, very feminine. It's only been on a couple minutes and it's already a lot softer than it was initially. I don't know what I was expecting, but it is not at all what I thought it was going to be. It's so much better. It's really elegant. I just pulled up the description on the Sephora app. It is considered to be a warm floral with key notes of Italian bergamot, orange blossom absolute, and a crystal moss accord. It also contains gardenia and vanilla, which makes sense because it does have a very smooth, sexy base. I guess that adds the warmth to the floral component. Now that it's had a moment to dry down, you don't get a lot of orange blossom or mandarin or bergamot, but I can tell there is some vanilla, but it's not a sweet vanilla. This is not a gourmand fragrance whatsoever, but the gardenia and the vanilla, it just adds a very smooth, kind of creamy, warm floral component. And I can tell there's some oak moss because I believe that is one of the main notes in Chloe Nomad. The dry down of this fragrance is absolutely beautiful. It is so sophisticated. I think this is one of my favorite new fragrance launches. I can't remember the last time I was drawn into a fragrance like this. It's really nice. Okay, I want to spray it again on the other side. That way I can compare the old spray to the new spray. The initial burst is very sweet. There's a lot going on. You have citrus and floral notes in there, but as it dries down, it becomes a lot more serious. See, there I can smell a little sweetness. A little citrus too, but it's really sweet. And this is just wow. It does still remind me a little bit of Donna from Valentino. So if you like that fragrance, I think you will like this fragrance as well. If you like Chloe Nomad, I think you will like this as well because of the oak moss. You have a common denominator, a common thread between the two. Still very different. This is less spicy. Even though it's an evening fragrance, it doesn't have that spice, that bite. I think Chloe Nomad could be worn day or night. Something about this is very date night for me, evenings. I was recently introduced to Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia. I know I've mentioned it in a couple videos now, but I think if that were the daytime floral fragrance, this would be the evening version. The two would pair really nicely. For like the person who likes Gorgeous Gardenia for day might also really like this for evening. If you have a real interest in this fragrance, what I would recommend doing is try to get your hands on a sample, wear it on your skin for a few hours, at least a full hour, and then decide. Don't make any quick decisions because I can tell you that this arm and this arm smells completely different. This is the initial spray. It's probably been on my arm close to an hour now. And then on this side, I've sprayed a couple times more recently, and they don't really smell the same. This side is nice, but it's not anywhere near as nice as the dry down. This is what's going to linger. This is what's going to be left. You know, when you're getting ready in the morning and you spray on your fragrance, it probably takes you 20 to 30 minutes before you head outside anyway, or before you leave. You do have to be pretty close. That's maybe my one fear of this fragrance, is that it doesn't have the strength that I'm used to. This side does. You know, it smells very strong initially. That's just not what you're going to be left with. I must say, I think the fragrance represents the brand very well. Very classic, timeless. When I think of Valentino, among other designers and luxury brands, Valentino for me is up there with Chanel, Hermes, and that they're always so clean and sophisticated. When I think of Valentino, I just think timeless. And their stuff is very elegant. You do have the rock stud, which is a little bit edgy, but it's never too edgy. It's never too trendy, too strange, too out there that it's going to come and go, come and go. Valentino is just always classic. Overall, so far, I really love this new Voce Viva from Valentino. I love the bottle. I love the fragrance. The dry down is amazing. It's very sensual, soft, but sophisticated. I could see myself wearing this fragrance and grabbing this fragrance over some of the others in my collection. I think it's appropriate for date night, very fall winter, so I think they brought it out at the perfect time as we're starting to change seasons. we have officially changed. But you know, it's starting to get a little bit cooler out. We're starting to pull out our chunky sweaters, and the mood just gets a little bit more cozy and snuggly this time of year. So I think it's beautiful. I love everything about it. I love it so much more than I thought I would. As I sit here and I continue to smell my arm, I just can picture myself wearing it for more and more occasions. You know, maybe it's not just for date night. Maybe it is for every single day. Is this my new signature scent? I'm not sure. All I know is I really love it. I would highly recommend. Definitely try a sample. Fragrance is funny like that. You have to wear it a little bit to really know if it's right for you. This is worth pursuing if you are interested in a new fragrance. I'm very curious to hear what my husband thinks of this fragrance because he tends to be very opinionated when it comes to fragrance. It's the funniest thing, he has very strong thoughts one way or the other. I think the best way is to just wear the fragrance, don't ask, and just see if he says something. I feel like that's when I get the most honest opinion. So I'll have to put that to the test later on this evening when we meet on the couch. And that completes today's unboxing and first impressions. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you found this information helpful if this is a fragrance that you've been interested in. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I want to hear from you guys. Do you like this fragrance? Have you tried it? Are you interested in trying it? Let us know down in the comments section. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.